Good evening. I will call to order the meeting of the Chautauqua County Legislature on June 24th, 2026. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Anthony. Here. Mr. Minkowski is absent. Mr. Buchanan. Here. Mr. DeJoy. Here. Mrs. Gustafson.
Here.
Mr. Harmon.
Here.
Mr. Heiser.
Here.
Mr. Johnson.
Here.
Mr. Larson.
Here.
Ms. Lewis.
Here.
Mr. Merritt.
Here.
Mr. Nelson.
Here.
Mr. Pavlak.
Here.
Mr. Penhallow.
Here.
Mr. Proctor.
Here.
Mr. Scudder.
Here.
Ms. Vanstrom.
I'm here.
Mr. Whitney.
Here.
Chairman Shagnon.
Here.
Okay, there are 18 members present and 1 member absent. There is quorum.
And we have an absent legislator running in the door.
Okay, there are 19 members present.
Okay. All right, and at this time, we will have the prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance by Legislator Pavlak.
Dear Heavenly Father, we are gathered here this evening to conduct some county business. We asked to have you help us through this situation, give us the wisdom that we need, give us the guidance and direction that we need. Lord, you provide us with such a great amount. We are your servants and we wish to serve you as best we can. Those of us that have laid ourselves down to you for complete redemption are just blessed to receive the love that you put onto each of us every day. I pray for those individuals that don't know you, that they may come to know you and receive that same love that we do each day. Help us conduct this business wisely for our county, to better our communities around us, and to shine and have your hand be upon us while we do this. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And next on our agenda is approval of the minutes of the last meeting of the legislature on May 27th of 2026. Motion to approve the minutes as presented by Legislator Bankowski and a second by Legislator Gustafson. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? They are carried. Now we have our first privilege of the floor. Members of the public may comment on any subject relating to any local law, resolution, or motion that is appearing on tonight's agenda. Individual comments are limited to 3 minutes, and comments representing a group shall be limited to 5 minutes. Is there anyone wishing to address the first privilege of the floor? Anyone for the first privilege of the floor? Seeing no one, I will close the first privilege of the floor. And now we move along to commendations, and I would invite the county executive to come down and join me as we present certificates of award to high school valedictorians and salutatorians.
So if you would please, when we call your name, come on down and we'll stand here in front of the legislature, and at the end, moms and dads and parents and grandparents will give you time to take a picture at the end with everyone here. First off, Lily Robinson, Southwestern Central School valedictorian.
And next we have Abigail Bellaro from Panama Central School as the salutatorian.
And salutatorian from Southwestern Central School, my alma mater, Stella Hren.
And Brooke Warner from Panama Central School, the valedictorian. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The valedictorian from Chautauqua Lake Central School, Lily Otto.
And Amelia Mori from Pine Valley Central School, the salutatorian. Congratulations.
The salutatorian from Chautauqua Lake Central School, Molly Ulsh.
And the valedictorian of Fredonia Central School, Ray Dye. Congratulations.
Valedictorian from Pine Valley Central School, Caitlin King.
And the salutatorian from Jamestown High School, Allison McCallum. Congratulations.
And the salutatorian from Frewsburg Central School, Grace Kuchke. So everybody, we're going to bring you all to the center. And moms and dads, media, feel free to get as many photos as you'd like.
Keep going. Are we centered? Somebody answer me.
Them to figure it out. Make sure Congratulations.
A very proud night for some proud parents and some proud communities. So thank you. And next, we have a commendation for the Frewsburg girls basketball state champions. And I'd invite Dalton Anthony, Legislator Anthony, and County Executive to come down and make the presentation.
From the Office of County Executive of Chautauqua County, New York, we have a proclamation reading, whereas the Frewsburg Bears girls varsity basketball team has brought tremendous pride, honor, and recognition to the Frewsburg Central School District, the town of Carroll, and all of Chautauqua County through its outstanding athletic achievements. And whereas on March 21st, 2026, the Frewsburg Bears captured the New York State Public High School Athletic Association Class C State Championship at Hudson Valley Community College, defeating Greenwich High School of Section 2 by a score of 59-52, and whereas demonstrating remarkable determination, perseverance, and resilience, the Bears overcame a 13-point first-quarter deficit in the championship game to secure the victory and successfully defend their state title. And whereas the Bears advanced to their championship game with a dominant 57-30 victory over Delaware Academy in the state semifinal, and whereas throughout the season, Frewsburg was ranked number 1 in New York State for much of the year and completed its championship campaign with an impressive record of 22 wins and 4 losses, and
whereas with this achievement, the Frewsburg Bears have become the first girls basketball team from Western New York in a generation to win consecutive New York State Public High School Athletic Association state championships and became the first Section 6 girls program to capture back-to-back state titles since Pine Valley won 3 consecutive championships from 2003 to 2005. No pressure there. And whereas the Bears have further distinguished themselves as the only 6th Class C girls basketball program in New York State history to win consecutive state championships. And whereas the dedication, teamwork, sportsmanship, and commitment demonstrated by the student athletes, coaches, school administrators, families, and supporters exemplify the very best qualities of our community and serve as an inspiration to future generations of student athletes. Now, therefore, we, Paul M. Wendell Jr., Chautauqua County Executive, and Dalton Anthony, Legislature, District 16, do hereby recognize and commend the Frewsburg girls varsity basketball team's tremendous athletic achievements, in witness whereof we have hereto set our hand and caused the seal of the great county of Chautauqua to be affixed this 24th day of June 2026. So if their head coach could come on down. Sarah Beaver.
congratulations. Photo.
I don't know.
Anyone? Sounds good.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
And now it is our honor and our privilege to have a presentation of the Chautauqua County Planning Board's review of 2027 capital projects to be presented by the Planning Board Chairman, Doug Bowen.
Good evening, County Executive Wendell, Mr. Chairman, County Legislators, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Douglas Bowen, and I am Chairman of the Chautauqua County Planning Board. County Administrative Code charges the County Planning Board with the responsibility of annually reviewing capital requests from county departments and making recommendations to the county government with respect to estimated cost, project justifications, and priority. This evening, I am here on behalf of the Chautauqua County Planning Board to present the board's report with recommendations for the 2027 capital budget and the 2028 through 2031 capital plan. Capital budgeting is the process of evaluating and selecting capital projects that align with the goals and strategies of the county. It involves estimating the costs, benefits, and risks of different projects and choosing the ones that maximize the county's values with conflicting objectives and constraints. However, capital budgeting is not a simple or straightforward task. We are choosing between projects across departmental lines that results in different types of benefits for different segments of the county population. This is compounded by the fact that we are faced with rising public demand for new and better services, while feeling the pressure to lower the tax burden. Departments look for alternatives for funding sources for capital projects, but the options are limited. Inevitably, the end cost of doing business falls to the taxpayers. Reviewing capital projects requests is a process. The Planning Board reviews capital project written requests. Department heads present their requests to the board, and the Planning Board members complete a scored ranking form for each project. After the project ranking forms have been compiled, the Planning Board reviews the rankings from two separate viewpoints. One, the board provides what it calls a common sense test. The board asks themselves, has a project been ranked unexpectedly high or low? Or is there something unique about the project that affects the ranking position? And two, are there any linkages between projects? Such as, are any projects related to each other geographically or otherwise, such that having them accomplished concurrently would be advantageous? And what about sequencing or timing? Are any projects dependent on the completion of other projects? There are 4 key topics from this year's project ranking discussion: essential services and public safety. Several Planning Board members emphasized that public safety and essential services, including the jail, sheriff's office, EMS, and DPF, should remain high priorities. 2 items in particular generated a strong consensus: jail kitchen and facility upgrades. Board members reiterated long-standing concerns about deteriorated conditions, a failed grease trap, damaged loading area, inadequate lighting, and general wear and tear that would be unacceptable in any other county facility. These are basic operational needs that directly affect staff safety and daily functioning. Body cameras and tasers for jail staff members. It was stressed that incidents inside the jail require the same level of documentation and accountability as incidents on the street. This protects staff, inmates, and the county from liability. The board moved this project upward in the rankings. Deferred maintenance and small-scale improvements. The board noted a reoccurring pattern: minor but important facility improvements such as carpet replacement, office repairs, lighting, all tend to fall to the bottom of the ranking list, even though they affect daily operations and employee safety. Members expressed concern that these items are consistently deferred because they are too small to bond and too large for operating budgets. Site development as an economic priority. Board discussion emphasized that site development, particularly shovel-ready industrial sites, is essential for business attraction. The board agreed and elevated the site development project significantly, recognizing that it supports long-term economic growth, it leverages existing grant momentum, and it fills a critical gap in the county's development portfolio. Equipment requests and partial funding. The board discussed how some departments, especially DPF and EMS, submit a large number of equipment requests, and recent practices has included partial funding, such as 1 fly car instead of 2, and lump sum allocations allowing departments to prioritize internally. This approach has worked well for large operational departments with diverse equipment needs. As I have said in the past, capital project review process is a process of obtaining good information, and making the best use of the information requires a partnership with all parties involved. The Planning Board does not underestimate the human effort required to execute the capital planning and budgeting process by county departments. However, in the end, investment of time is well spent, and if done correctly, will benefit county operations and taxpayers. This year, the Planning Board reviewed 55 county-funded capital projects, 8 enterprise-funded capital projects, and 10 FAA state-funded capital projects for the '27 capital budget. Capital projects were submitted by 11 various Chautauqua County departments. And if you separate out the sub-departments that are under the umbrella of public facilities, there were submissions from 16 different departments and divisions. Total cost requested for the 55 county-funded capital projects for fiscal year 2027 was $28,318,840. The county share of these projects was $12,809,908. The capital project report is broken into multiple tables for your use. The 2027 capital projects, okay, Table A lists a total project cost and county share of the 27 capital project requests by department. Table B lists the board's prioritizations of county-funded capital projects. Table C lists the prioritizations of the requested enterprise-funded capital projects. And Table D lists the prioritization of the requested airport capital projects. And Table E lists the county vehicle requests. As you can see from the number of tables listed, the capital review process is long and complicated. It is important to not just view this as another annual process that we as a government entity must go through. Capital projects are reviewed, ranked, and prioritized because capital requests and needs almost always exceed available funding. The Planning Board's job is to help make sure that the ones that do get funded will deliver real and lasting value to the people of Chautauqua County. Before I leave, I would like to thank the county executive and county legislature for the appointments made to the county planning board. You have provided the planning board with a group of dedicated and knowledgeable individuals with diverse backgrounds who provide valuable insight into future planning for Chautauqua County. I would also like to thank all the members of the Chautauqua County Planning Board who volunteered many hours reviewing the capital projects. I commend them for their efforts. And thank you. Are there any questions? Thank you.
And with our thanks and appreciation to Doug and the entire planning board. And with that, it's over to you, Olivia.
Okay. All right. There are no veto messages from County Executive Wendell from the May 27th, 2026 legislature meeting. There are 8 communications listed on the agenda. If you'd like a copy of any of these items, please let our office know. Local Law Introductory 4-26, Print 2. A local law amending local laws 6-13 and 3-19 of the County of Chautauqua imposing a tax on the occupancy of hotel and short-term rental rooms and establishing a short-term rental registry.
Are there any questions, comments, discussion on the local law? Hearing none, would the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Anthony.
Yes.
Mr. Bankowski.
Yes.
Mr. Buchanan.
Yes.
Mr. DeJoy.
Yes.
Mrs. Gustafson.
Yes.
Mr. Harmon.
Yes.
Mr. Heiser.
Yes.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Mr. Larson.
Yes.
Miss Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Merritt.
Yes.
Mr. Nelson.
Yes.
Mr. Pavlak.
Yes.
Mr. Penhallow.
Yes.
Mr. Proctor.
Yes.
Mr. Scudder.
Yes.
Ms. Vanstrom.
Yes.
Mr. Whitney.
Yes.
Chairman Shagnon.
Yes.
There are 19 yes votes. The local law is adopted. Local Law Introductory 6-26, a local law amending Local Law 4-86 as amended regarding the liability and casualty reserve fund and small claim settlements.
Are there any comments or any questions on local law introductory 6-26? Hearing none, would clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Anthony.
Yes.
Mr. Binkowski.
Yes.
Mr. Buchanan.
Yes.
Mr. DeJoy.
Yes.
Mrs. Gustafson.
Yes.
Mr. Harmon.
Yes.
Mr. Heiser.
Yes.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Mr. Larson.
Yes.
Ms. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Merritt.
Yes.
Mr. Nelson.
Yes.
Mr. Pavlak.
Yes.
Mr. Penhollow.
Yes.
Mr. Proctor.
Yes.
Mr. Scudder.
Yes.
Ms. Vanstrom.
Yes.
Mr. Whitney.
Yes.
Chairman Shagnon.
Yes.
There are 19 yes votes. The local law is adopted. Okay, resolutions. 160-26. Confirm appointment, South and Center Chautauqua Lake Sewer District Board.
Are there any questions or comments on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
161-26. Appointment to the Chautauqua County Agricultural and Farmland Protection Board.
Are there any questions or any comments on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
162-26. Confirm appointment, Chautauqua County Planning Board.
Are there any comments or discussion on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
163-26. Amend 2026 budget for Portland Pomfret Dunkirk Sewer District.
Are there any questions or comments on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
164-26. Amend 2026 budget for North Chautauqua County Water District and South and Center Chautauqua Lake Sewer Districts.
Are there any comments or any questions on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
165-26. Amend 2026 budget for County Law Department.
Are there any comments or any questions on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Nay.
One nay vote. The resolution is adopted.
166-26. Amend Chautauqua County Department of Mental Hygiene and Social Services 2026 budget for increased safety net costs.
Are there any comments or questions on the resolution? Legislator Johnson.
Mr. Chairman, in committee, I also voted against this, but I would like to propose that we refer it to committee. I have no objection to what is proposed in this resolution. My objection is to what is not here, and also on the prior resolution. We are proposing to access a significant amount of money from the general fund, the taxpayers' general fund. And what's missing is, before we vote on this and look at it, an all courts press effort by all the departments and the whole team up here, and that includes us, to make sure we have uncovered every stone in our county-wide budget to offset these things before we dance off and go taking the taxpayers' money from that rainy day fund. So that's why I would like to refer it to committee, if I could, please.
Okay, we have a motion to refer the resolution back to committee. Is there a second to the motion? Legislator Anthony makes the second. Now, for discussion on the motion to refer Resolution 166-26 back to committee. Is there any discussion on the motion? Legislator Penhollow.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think you can clarify this for me. This overrun on the emergency funds, safety net costs, state mandated, is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, any other comments on the motion? Legislator Johnson.
And I'd just like to emphasize that the department in question, Social Services, Carmelo, did, within their department, work hard to offset some of these costs. So it is the total rest of the government that is my reason for the motion.
Thank you. Any other comments, discussion on the motion to refer back to committee? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? It is referred back to committee.
167-26, amend budget for North Chautauqua County Water District, NCCWD, year-end 2025.
Are there any comments or questions on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
168-26, authorize public hearing for execution of master hangar license agreement for general aviation aircraft storage at Chautauqua County Jamestown Airport.
Any comments, any discussion on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
169-26, authorizing public hearing regarding a potential application for 2026 Community Development Block Grant funding through the New York State Office of Community Renewal and the uses of said funding.
Any comments or questions on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
170-26, accept FAA and NYS DOT funds for security gate upgrades, construction IIJA funding, AIG funding at Chautauqua County Dunkirk Airport.
Are there any comments or questions on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Nay. One nay. The resolution is adopted.
171-26, amend capital project accounts, Jamestown Community College.
Any comments or questions on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
172-26, amend petty cash fund amounts in DMV offices.
Any comments or discussion on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
173-26, standard workday and reporting resolution.
Are there any comments or questions on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
174-26, cancellation of taxes.
Any comments, any questions on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
175-26, cancellation of taxes, gas wells.
Are there any comments or any discussion on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
176-26, authorizing 2027 levy of participants' share of Chautauqua County self-insurance plan workers' compensation costs.
Are there any comments or are there any questions on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
177-26, changing place of the Chautauqua County Legislature, July 2026 meeting.
Are there any comments or any discussion on the resolution? Legislator Nelson.
Just personally, I look forward to meeting in Jamestown for a change. And the Jackson Center is a great place to meet.
Thank you. Other comments? Legislator Vanstrom.
I look forward to taking great pleasure in celebrating the 25th anniversary of the beautiful Jackson Center and all the brains and talent that have gone into building it into such an epic place to hold a variety of public presentations and so on and so forth on different topics that are interesting to all ages. And also, it's the 80th anniversary of the Nuremberg trials. So I'm so proud that that happened in beautiful Chautauqua County. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments, discussion on the resolution? Hearing none, would the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Anthony.
Yes.
Mr. Bankowski.
Yes.
Mr. Buchanan.
Yes.
Mr. DeJoy.
Yes.
Mrs. Gustafson.
Yes.
Mr. Harmon.
Yes.
Mr. Heiser.
Yes.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Mr. Larson.
Yes.
Miss Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Merritt, Mr. Nelson,
Yes.
Mr. Pavlak,
Yes.
Mr. Penhollow,
Yes.
Mr. Proctor,
Yes.
Mr. Scudder,
Yes.
Ms. Vanstrom,
Yes.
Mr. Whitney,
Yes.
Chairman Shagnon.
Yes.
There are 19 yes votes. The resolution is adopted. (178-26), authorize acceptance of 2026 Crimes Against Revenue Program, CARP funds.
Are there any comments or questions on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
179-26, authorizing execution of County Infrastructure Grant Program agreement for the Welch's Building.
Any questions? Any discussion on the resolution? Legislator Larson.
Mr. Chairman, just to point out, this is a fairly routine event in New York State. $800,000 of public money going into a purely private venture. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments, questions on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
180-26, accept grant funding from the New York State Education Department for the America 250 CHQ History Expo.
Any comments or questions or discussion on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
181-26, reconfirm Chautauqua County purchasing policy.
Any questions, comments on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
182-26, investment policy for the County of Chautauqua.
Are there any questions or comments on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
183-26, financial management policy for the County of Chautauqua.
Any comments or questions on the resolution? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
184-26, declaring job creation the #1 economic development goal.
Are there any comments, questions on the resolution? Legislator
Harmon?
Two hands up at the same time. Legislator Harmon.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like to make a motion to move this resolution to committee.
Okay, we have a motion to refer Resolution 184-26 to committee by Legislator Harmon. Is there a second to the motion? Legislator Johnson is offering a second to the motion. Now, discussion on the motion to refer the resolution back or to committee. Legislator Larson.
Mr. Chairman, overlooking that as the sponsor, I didn't get recognized first. I at least get a chance to say what's going on here. This resolution is so short and clear that I'm going to read it. Whereas Chautauqua County has recently lost 230 jobs at Bush Industries, 100 jobs at Serta Mattress, 350 jobs at Trucklight, and 79 jobs at Monofrax, all in the town of Ellicott. And whereas the county earlier lost 500 jobs at Carriage House in Fredonia and 200 jobs at Petrie Baking in Silver Creek, and whereas the county has seen employment drop by 14,000, from 64,000 to 50,000 over the past 15 years or so, and whereas the loss of employment has resulted in Chautauqua County losing population since the 2010 census at the highest rate of any of the 8 counties of western New York, declining from about 135,000 residents to just 124,000, a loss of 11,000 residents, now therefore be resolved that the Chautauqua County Legislature declares private sector and not-for-profit sector job creation the #1 economic goal of county government and its Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency. Be it further resolved that government grants, payment in lieu of tax agreements, exemptions from sales taxes and mortgage taxes, low-interest loans, and taxpayer-funded infrastructure improvements be directed at private investment that will create jobs for our residents. Signed, Larson. Either this body will get around to having the clarity of vision to declare that job creation in the private sector and not-for-profit sector is our number one economic goal, or it won't. I was tipped off that some on the other side are asking, well, gee, this almost two-page single-space monstrosity that was passed last year, let's just pass that again or ask Larson why we need something new. It had, the monstrosity last year had 9 whereases, either blaming New York for our problems or praising Chautauqua County's past efforts, followed up by 1 resolved. That resolved was that the CCIDA and the county will continue to make job creation and retention by businesses a top priority, not the top priority, a top priority, with the understanding that the CCIDA, not the county's Department of Planning and Development, has the tools and resources and is uniquely qualified to fulfill this objective. Obviously, the resolution passed last year was a zero, was a nothing burger, some people call these things. This legislature did not go on record establishing job creation as a top priority. Do I believe that job retention is important? Of course. But I am an American who believes the American economy is wonderfully flexible and changeable. I'm not blaming anybody in county government. County government could not have retained Cliff Star's headquarters jobs in Dunkirk. Cliff Star sold to a national or international corporation. You can't retain the 50,000 employment or so we have in this county. The economy doesn't work that way. We couldn't retain the county's, it's not the county's fault, we couldn't retain nursing home jobs at the Lutheran home in Jamestown, or retain nursing home jobs at Heritage's nursing home in Gary. It's not the county's fault. The economy well, most places, companies come, jobs come, companies go, jobs go. The problem in Chautauqua County, at least the last 15 years, we can give a whole list of what's gone, very few of what's come. And I don't know how many years the county government is going to claim, well, Wells has put nearly $500 million in here, and Cummins has put nearly $500 million in here. Thank God. But they've been very clear. Cummins made clear that they anticipate 200 jobs from their massive investment, and Wells anticipates 270. You add those together, ladies and gentlemen, it's less than Fredonia lost with Carriage House. So I just don't understand what the Republican Economic Development Committee is going to do other than take my simple declarative resolution containing only facts and turn it into another 2026 monstrosity that's filled with excuses and misleading information, and refusing to have this government go on record as making the addition, new employment, new jobs, new companies, our number one economic development priority. Lastly, among the monstrosities of that resolution last year was very misleading allegations that basically only our county industrial development agency that has power to do anything to bring about industrial development, business development. It's just not true. The county of Chautauqua always has had, still has today. We have the power to buy land. The county does. For industrial parks, business parks, we have power to buy land for new roads. We have eminent domain, which I don't think we've hardly ever had to use, but the county has that power. This county has the power to fund job training for any new business that might come in here, or an existing business that says we can expand, but we need help with job training. The portrayal of Chautauqua County being such a limited part of economic development, and it's on our county IDA, is misleading and sets a ridiculous tone for the serious problem we face of 14,000 fewer employed in this county than 15 years ago, a labor force that's 14,000 fewer than 15 years ago. These are not my opinions. These are from either the Federal Reserve Board or the U.S. Census Bureau. So I should be happy to have you send it to committee, because the newspaper and the radio can talk about this issue in July as well as June. That suits my purposes. But I'd rather this body acknowledge that our people, our young people, our young families, the 230 people that lost their jobs at Bush a month or so ago, a certain percentage of them are going to leave this community. And I'll leave you with this. As a lawyer and a judge, I don't like reasoning by stories or anecdotes, but I'll give you one real one. A very valuable member of our community and someone very active in an organization I've been devoted to for 49 years. Her son-in-law was given the option by Trucklight to either no longer work for Trucklight or move to Michigan. He and his wife, the daughter of my friend, they moved to Michigan with their two little children. Guess what? Soon after my friend and her husband, they moved to Michigan to be with the grandchildren. The loss of one job at Trucklight would cause the Census Bureau to find 6 people left Chautauqua County. And those 2 little kids are not in a public school in Chautauqua County. Without new jobs, it can't be just an effort to retain what we have. That will never hold the numbers up. We have to bring in new to replace the ones that go. We funded $100,000 of taxpayer money to 3 school districts that are running out of kids. Well, I don't think they're running out of kids because people don't want to have kids anymore in Chautauqua County. I think they're running out of kids because their parents have unfortunately felt they had to leave this place to seek a better future, and that all comes down to jobs. Lastly, the silly argument that anyone wants to make, including last year's resolution, that, my goodness, somebody said there were 1,700 openings. Was that the right number? I apologize.
A lot of vacancies.
Over 1,000 vacant positions in this county at any given time. What a silly, silly argument. When 230 people lose their job at Bush Industries, and at the same time, UPMC is looking for a radiologist, tell me what that vacancy in the radiology department has to do with any of the 230 people that lost their jobs at Bush, or 100 at CERTA, or 79 at Monofrax. There's always open positions. Even in the Great Depression, employers had open positions. They might have had 200 people applying for one, but there's always open positions. It's the silliest argument. And I don't know why this body is a body, nonpartisan. You notice in my resolution, I cast no blame on anybody. Why this legislature won't wake up, smell the coffee, and say, hey, I got my hands on the 29-page economic development strategy for the next 5 years. I urge some of you to, if not all, the clerk will give it to you in hard copy. She's very nice. You won't believe how difficult it is in the 29 pages to even find the word job. I'm not making this stuff up. So, you can, because of whatever, you can send this to committee, and the other side, whoever they are, they'll spend a month rewriting this thing into two single-spaced pages that say nothing, or we only need 3 or 4 tonight to say, you know what, gee, what's wrong with saying job creation, private and not-for-profit, not government, is our #1 economic development priority. If it's not the #1, I challenge you to tell me what is. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Other comments on the motion? Legislator Vanstrom.
Just to touch on one important point, as we have an aging society occurring in Chautauqua County based on the boomer era, I know they were overloading schools years ago, and then they were overloading nursing facilities. And thank God the trend is going towards taking care of our elders in our own homes with some home health care. But the reimbursement rates from the state are vastly under cost and underrated. That's why these facilities can't afford to find the right staffing and the right professionals to keep them staffed at a reasonably nice level. And the Department of Health has been burdened with listening to these complaints, which are valid for a long time. These aren't invalid complaints. The reimbursement rates are not even close to where they need to be. Thank you.
Thank you. Other comments on the motion? Legislator Johnson.
I'll take the challenge. I'm all for sending this back to committee. We all would love to see more good-paying jobs in this county. I think that sentiment is unanimous. But at least what I'm interested in is well-balanced, sustainable development, of which, yes, more good-paying jobs is an important metric, very important metric, but that's as far as I'll go. I want to see comprehensive, well-balanced economic development. Job growth is certainly an important metric, but just that and no more.
Thank you. Other comments on the motion? Legislator Larson.
My colleague, Legislator Fred, prompts me to ask in terms of he wants to see well-balanced development in the future. That sounds good. Again, if any of you get your hands on this economic development strategy 2026 to 2031, this document claims to be our county strategy for the next 5 years. It was prepared by an outfit I've never heard of, CAMOIN Associates. I would like to know, Mr. Chairman, at some point before the next month's meeting, how much did our government, whatever part of our government, pay whoever CAMOIN Associates is to do this document? Why did our own planning department not do a 5-year plan for our own county? And lastly, the thing that grabbed me before noticing the word jobs is hard to find in here is in their infrastructure for the next 5 years, to show you how useless our county legislature often is. A year ago, May, we passed a resolution calling upon the federal government to restore passenger air service to the county airport in the town of Ellicott. Would you believe in this 29-page document for our economic plan for the coming 5 years, there's no mention of returning passenger air service to this county? Thank you.
Thank you. Other comments on the motion? Legislator DeJoy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to go on record saying that I work on a daily basis, hand in hand with counties, industrial development agency, planning and economic development departments, and it's a very difficult job to retain and bring in new jobs to Chautauqua County. And I actually just had a conversation with Mark Geis yesterday about a facility that, we have some concern of what's going to happen in the future. I think there's nothing wrong with saying that jobs is #1. Every one of those people that have lost jobs, they want our county to focus on bringing in more jobs. And the development that we have been working, and I've worked with them, and I think they're doing a fantastic job personally. I think jobs is paramountly important. And yes, we are looking at sustainability and the type of companies and the type of work that is being brought here. So I think that personally, I don't think that there's anything wrong with identifying jobs as a top priority for sustainability in Chautauqua County. That is the only metric for sustainability that will help grow our population. So I'm in favor of this, and I don't see any political issues around it. And yeah, we're going to, if you choose to send it back to committee, I'll be part of that committee that'll look at it, and I will be very vocal that jobs are extremely important. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Other comments on the motion?
Mr. Chairman.
Legislator Harmon.
Yes, I just want to thank my esteemed colleague over there, Mr. DeJoy. He did mention that this was a top priority. Back on 8/27/25 ledge meeting, there was a resolution that was amended and passed that stated that what we do with the IDA is a top priority job to find jobs. I don't exactly know why this was brought back up again. This was contentious for me. I thought we got through this already, but here it is again. This resolution never went through committee, and I'm honored to be on the IDA. I know how much work goes into it, what we do and how we do it. So take a little offense by my other colleague saying what we should be doing and what we really should be doing. And I know what we're doing, so that's all I have to say.
Thank you. Legislator Larson, this is your third.
Yeah, I apologize for having something to bring it to the body and discuss. I thought that's what the 6,000 people in Jamestown elected me to do. I respectfully ask, if this goes back to committee, would that committee have the nerve to tell the people of Chautauqua County and all these people that have lost their jobs in the last year or two, if job creation's not our number one priority of economic development, will they finally answer the question, what is the number one priority? A successful organization like the Buffalo Bills lately, thank God, they don't have 25 priorities. I guarantee you the general manager and the coach could tell you what their priority is. They're not going to say, ooh, you know, winning a few games is a priority of ours. And so I really look forward, if this doesn't pass tonight, I want to know what the other legislators say is the top priority for economic development. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Legislator Scudder.
Yeah, I'm going to vote to send this back to committee tonight. Looking forward to what Mr. Larson has to bring to the committee. That's our general way of proceeding. We've sent other resolutions back to committee that, or not back to committee that haven't come through here. So history tells us on this one that it's going to go to committee, because that's how we proceed for the most part, unless it's an emergency. This is not an emergency, but I will definitely look forward to Mr. Larson's presentation at committee and him asking the question, what is the number one goal? So to me, I will be voting this to go back or go to committee with a keen interest on hearing the discussion at committee. Thank you.
Thank you. Other comments, questions on the motion?
Point of personal privilege. I will not be at that committee meeting. There's nothing for me to add that isn't in these 4 or 5 paragraphs and that I didn't lay out thoroughly tonight. I won't be attending a committee that I served on about 6 or 7 times under Republican chairmen going back to '86 that I no longer serve on. Thank you.
Legislator Lewis.
I just wanted to point out the fact that there's a difference between the top priority and a top priority. So I would hate to have this go back and be diluted. I think the people that I talk to are very concerned about jobs for not only themselves, but their families. And that is one of the top reasons they leave. In fact, I talked to someone just recently to try to have them look elsewhere in the county to keep them here. And I think jobs, at least in my area, is one of the top priorities. So I hope it does not go back to committee to be diluted. And I don't understand why jobs cannot be the top priority.
Thank you. Any other comments? Legislator Penhallow.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I've heard a lot of dialogue last couple of years, and with respect for Mr. Larson, his pontification is truly amazing, and that's, but we have not asked any one of these employers, Bush Industries, Monofrax, Carriage House, why. I would like to know those reasons. I think I have a good idea. I would like to have a list of reasons why these employers have left Chautauqua County. Have they left Chautauqua County and New York State? Or have they left Chautauqua County to go to Cattaraugus County, left Chautauqua County to go to Erie County? In this problem-solving thing that we're at, why we are losing jobs, I would like to hear from those employers 3 reasons, 5 reasons why, and start there. Start at the root cause. What is that root cause? And their opinions. I'm sure there's various reasons why. I would just like to know those things, and I will reach out to Mr. Geis at Planning and Development. He's the CEO of the IDA, and ask if we have responses. And I'm sure we do, and I would like to know what those responses are from those employers that have left in the last 3 years, and most specifically, just recently, Bush Industries. And I feel terrible for these families because affordability is the #1 reason these people are leaving New York State. Jobs and affordability to be able to live here. And we look how our tax structure is broke down. I can only go by where I live in the town of Stockton. And we look how our tax structure is. Town of Stockton, $4 to $6 per thousand. School taxes, 12 to 15 per thousand. Chautauqua County, 6 to 8 per thousand. What are your houses assessed in town of Stockton? That's what I'm paying. I look at what my energy rates, where they've gone from 2019, 2020 into COVID, how things have been exasperated from that time to today. But at the end of the day, I don't mind saying that job creation is the #1 thing, but we're gonna beat this thing and beat this thing and beat this thing. I want these employers to come in front of us and just ask the reasons why. They can write it down. The CEOs, the CFOs. What are the challenges facing every employer in Chautauqua County? I think we need to know those things. I think our IDA knows those things. And if the IDA has that information, they should provide it to us. I went and visited the person at Jamestown Advance. This is what they said. I went to Cummins Engine. This is what they said. There's a lot of ramifications globally that fit into these companies. And I would like to know some of those reasons. And so, regardless of where this goes, I think we need to know that information. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Legislator Anthony.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to point out that, unfortunately, to echo the remarks of talking about New York State, we've had a governor in the news that is begging New Yorkers who fled to Florida to come back to New York because her tax base is so low. We have a resolution that we are sending back to committee to possibly ask for $2.8 million out of our fund balance to fund a state-mandated program that's only 27 or 28% matched by the state of New York. The federal government, people in New York State can sit on the welfare program for up to 5 years. After that, the federal government pulls out and only funds 1% of it, which then falls back to New York State being one of the states in the United States that allows people to then live off of the system for the rest of their life, which then falls back on Chautauqua County taxpayers or any other county taxpayer within New York State to pick up that 71-ish%. We're operating on a $16 million budget for the safety net. I understand that lives are a very important thing. I discussed this at Out of Control, in depth with Commissioner Hernandez. that, you know, it leaves us in a tough spot. Unfortunately, when New York State wants to give us the absolute minimum, I struggle to expect the rest of our taxpayers to pick up the minimum. And I do think that obviously job creation is an important thing, but you can't call it our number one important thing when we have an entire society of people we are taking care of by the people who are struggling to find a job. It's an issue that goes beyond our control, unfortunately, and it's an issue we are seeking to try to find resolutions every day and every year. We've gained savings in that program, just in the last year, but obviously, unfortunately, it's still not enough. We're still seeking more out of our fund balance every year, and I think it's, it unfortunately does reflect on the poor conditions and expectations that we get from our state leadership from the governor's office. Thank you.
Thank you. Legislator Nelson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Job creation is foundational to everything we do, to our tax base, to providing all of the social services we need. It's got to be our number one economic development goal. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Other comments? Legislator DeJoy.
Yes. I think you could just go to the Post-Journal and find out exactly why Bush Industries left. And it wasn't cited that high taxes here in New York. It was basically a market decision, that there wasn't a market for their products that they could sell. And I think blaming it on the state about welfare or something, I think that's just one of those diversion tactics. What is wrong with saying job creation should be our top priority? As Legislator Nelson said, it's foundational to economic viability. Without it, everything else is superfluous. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Are there any other comments on the motion to refer Resolution 184-26 to committee? Hearing none, would the clerk please call the roll on the motion to refer Resolution 184-26 to committee?
Mr. Anthony.
Yes.
Mr. Bankowski.
No.
Mr. Buchanan.
No.
Mr. DeJoy.
No.
Mrs. Gustafson.
Yes.
Mr. Herman.
Yes.
Mr. Heiser.
Yes.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Mr. Larson.
No.
Miss Lewis.
No.
Mr. Merritt.
Yes.
Mr. Nelson.
No.
Mr. Pavlak.
Yes.
Mr. Penhallow.
Yes.
Mr. Proctor.
Yes.
Mr. Scudder.
Yes.
Miss Vanstrom.
Yes.
Mr. Whitney.
No.
Chairman Shagnon.
Yes.
Okay, there are 12 yes votes and 7 no votes. The motion to refer to committee is carried.
And that brings us on our agenda to announcements. Are there any announcements by legislators for the good of the order? Legislator Gustafson.
Yes, I'd like to invite everyone down to the Village of Lakewood for the 4th of July festivities. There's the firecracker run given by the YMCA of Lakewood and Jamestown. And then from noon until dusk, there's vendors and music for everyone to enjoy. And at 10 p.m., there's fireworks. So come on down to the Village of Lakewood on the 4th of July.
Thank you. Legislator Lewis.
I would also like to announce from the YWCA of Jamestown, they have a summer leadership camp for ages 10 through 15 called Empower You. And it's 2 3-week camps, and it is free. The parents just have to bring their children to the camp. So I hope you take advantage of that.
Thank you. Other announcements? Legislator Bankowski.
Yes, if you can't make it to Legislator Gusfin's little fireworks display, you can come to Dunkirk to see the largest fireworks display in Chautauqua County. Myself, Mr. Buchanan, and Miss Lewis will be down at Memorial Park. And come on down. We'll have live music in Memorial Park all day. I think we have 3 bands lined up besides vendors in the park. And then as soon as dusk, we'll have the fireworks going off at the end of the pier. So come on down.
Thank you. Other announcements?
I guess I'm not-
Legislator Scudder.
I guess I'm not invited, but I'm okay.
Any other announcements? Legislator Proctor.
I'll just hop on the 4th of July train and say, come on down to Mayville for the parade at 10 o'clock on the 4th of July and all of their festivities. And anywhere there's festivities around, Finley Lake has festivities and fireworks. And just everyone have a happy 4th of July. Celebrate America's 250th.
Thank you. Any other announcements? Hearing none, that will bring us to our second privilege of the floor. Members of the public may comment on any subject. A member of the legislature may speak on any subject. Individual comments are limited to 3 minutes, and comments representing a group shall be limited to 5 minutes. So thank you for your patience. Please introduce yourselves.
Good evening. I'm Shelley O'Boyle, Project Coordinator for the Clymer Sherman Panama Merger Study. I'm here this evening with Clymer Board President Ed Mulkern and also represent Sherman Board President Teresa Guzman and Panama Board President Carrie Muncy. I'm here tonight to say thank you. We would like to thank all of you for providing the 3 districts with GRI money. We would especially like to thank County Executive P.J. Wendell and members of the Planning and Economic Development and the Audit Control Committees for taking the time to hear our request and asking the right questions. The GRI money has been pivotal in providing the funding for the specialized consultant and communication plan for the Clymer, Sherman, and Panama school districts, ensuring fair representation for all 3 communities and frequent and transparent communications. Consistent and frequent updates have gone out to the residents of all 3 districts. This has included informational mailings, posters, digital outreach, and community forums. The districts have also been able to conduct a building repurpose study, which will provide important analysis of the portions of the 3 buildings that would not be used for education should the merger be successful. Without GRI funding, these districts simply could not have sustained this level of equal representation or comprehensive outreach. The GRI initiative is providing the necessary financial bridge to communicate these complex possibilities to our public. We would also like you to know the merger feasibility study has been completed and has shown that a merger of the 3 districts is highly feasible. A merger of these 3 districts has significant potential benefits to student programming and would enhance the financial outlook and stability of the districts, while offsetting the school district tax levy and stabilizing and/or lowering the full value tax rates of each district. The full report has been provided to Senior Planner Lauren Sharp. We also would ask that you go to csphub.org to see all of the information. Because this merger is highly feasible, it offers a rare opportunity to expand student programming while protecting our taxpayers. That is why your GRI investment is so critical right now. It provides the exact transparency we promised in our proposal, ensuring our residents can make a truly informed decision moving forward. On behalf of the Clymer, Sherman, and Panama districts, thank you for partnering with us to secure a brighter, more sustainable future for our schools. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to address the second privilege of the floor?
Mr. Chairman, my name is Bonnie Peters. May I please request that we move this microphone to the middle area?
I'm checking with our IT expert. You can come down front if you'd like.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. We will be down front.
Okay. Just for you, Bonnie.
Please wait till everyone's here. Please wait.
Ready? Good evening. My name is Samantha Stokes. I am a resident of the city of Dunkirk. Oh, my heart is beating really fast. Sorry, guys. I am a paramedic for Chautauqua County, also known as CCEMS. I would like to start by thanking our legislators and those who support changing the culture and future of EMS in Chautauqua County. The establishment of a county-ran EMS agency sent a message to emergency medical services that it is not just a job, it is a profession. Having a union job with a pension was a significant step forward for us. However, even with that step in the right direction, we continue to face serious recruitment and retention challenges. Qualified EMTs and paramedics are already in short supply throughout our region, and CCEMS is losing providers to other agencies or careers that offer better compensation and work-life balance. Surrounding EMS agencies are offering starting paramedic hourly wages of $32 or more. Many of us who work for CCEMS have to work 2 or even 3 jobs in order to support our families, meaning we are away from them even longer. Each time one of us leaves CCEMS for other employment, it creates another gap in an already strained workplace, making it more difficult to provide consistent emergency medical coverage to our fellow residents. EMS is a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week service. Emergencies do not stop at nights, on weekends, or on holidays, or during our severe Chautauqua County weather. As EMS providers, we respond whenever our community calls for help. We are there on people's worst days, providing critical care when minutes matter. We provide advanced life support through the county, performing life-saving procedures, administering critical medications, and transporting seriously ill and injured patients to the specialty care centers they need. To do this work, we complete extensive training and continuous education throughout our careers. While I am speaking today as a paramedic, these concerns extend beyond EMS. Every county department relies on skilled employees who provide service to Chautauqua County residents in some way. Retaining qualified employees requires competitive compensation and a commitment to valuing the people who serve our fellow residents every day. I respectfully ask you to continue supporting the county workforce and reject efforts that would move employee compensation backwards. Investing in county employees is an investment in the service that Chautauqua County residents rely on every single day. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Travis Weesey, and I live in Sherman. I have worked for the Chautauqua County Department of Public Facilities for the past 10 years. Tonight, I am speaking on behalf of the hardworking men and women of the Department of Public Facilities. The Highway Division is responsible for maintaining more than 550 miles of county roads and over 7,000 road signs. In 2002, that work was performed by approximately 261 employees. Today, that number has shrunk to just 112. That means fewer employees are being asked to do more work than ever before. Whether it's paving roads in the summer, responding to storms, maintaining county facilities, operating carts, keeping our airports running, or working around the clock during winter weather events. We seem to get a lot of those. County employees continue to show up and get the job done. The challenge we face is not a lack of dedication. The challenge is attracting and retaining qualified employees. When workers leave for higher paying opportunities elsewhere, those positions become harder to fill, and the workload falls on the employees who remain behind. At a time when we are already struggling to recruit and retain employees, discussions about reducing compensation sends the wrong message. County employees are already being asked to do more with less. Reducing compensation will not help us attract the skilled workforce needed to maintain our roads, operate our services, and keep our communities safe. The last negotiated contract was an important step forward, and I appreciate this legislature's support in approving it. But if we want to continue providing the services our residents depend on, we must remain competitive and continue investing in the county workforce. As a proud Chautauqua County resident, county employee, and CSEA member, I ask that you support the people who maintain our roads, operate our services, and keep this county moving forward every day. The workforce that serves this county should not be the first place to look for cost-saving measures. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
That's 5 minutes now.
So they have all spoken on their own. I respectfully ask that you allow us 5 more minutes.
Okay, 5 more minutes.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening. My name is Corey Maxon, and I reside in the Jamestown area. I work at the Department of Mental Hygiene and Social Services, and I am currently a Child Protective B supervisor. As a county employee, I am a proud member of the CSEA, and I have worked for this county for 19 years next month. I am one of more than 800 county employees where we all provide critical services to the residents here every day. I am here today because I am concerned about the discussions regarding employee salaries and the idea that they are simply a budget line rather than the people who deliver the services to our residents that our residents rely on. Across our county government, we are already facing staffing shortages, high turnover, and positions that remain vacant for long periods of time. When employees leave work, the work does not disappear. The remaining employees are expected to take on more responsibilities, larger workloads, and additional stress. In my department, caseworkers regularly carry caseloads above state recommendations, while new employees spend months completing required trainings before they can fully take on cases. It is already difficult to recruit and retain qualified employees. Discussions about reducing compensation moves us in the wrong direction. My coworkers and I are the ones who provide services to children, families, seniors, and residents across this county every day. I respectfully ask this legislature to support the workforce that keeps Chautauqua County running. We are real people. We are your neighbors and fellow residents. We show up every day and deliver essential services. County employees should not be the first place to look for cost-saving measures, nor should we be treated as a budget line to be cut. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Don Williams. I live in Legislator Bankowski's district in the city of Dunkirk, and I am an MEO for the county highway. I have the privilege to serve as the president of CSEA Unit 6300, representing roughly 900 county employees across county government. I listened closely to discussions regarding county employee salaries at last month's Ledge meeting, and I am concerned that we are being used as a political football in debates that we did not create. The employees I represent did not create county budget challenges. They did not vote on management salary increases. They did not make the decisions that brought us to this point. Yet, we're being discussed as though they are a problem. The facts tell a different story. A recent salary comparison conducted by CSEA found that many Chautauqua County positions are in our neighboring counties are not in line with neighboring counties in pay. Case managers in Chautauqua County start at approximately $24 per hour compared to more than $30 per hour in neighboring counties. Health department case managers and CPS case workers also fall short in comparison with surrounding counties. And those are just a few of the titles to use as an example. When we, the actual county employees, hear discussions about a possible bipartisan committee to reduce compensation or targeting employee salaries for savings, we are left wondering why the workforce is being brought into your discussions. County employees should not be a political talking point. We are the people delivering services to residents every day. We deserve respect, fair treatment, and a seat at the table when conversations about our futures are taking place. I urge the legislature to focus on solutions rather than scapegoats, and to remember that the county workforce is not the problem. We are one of the county's greatest assets. In short, Chautauqua County works because CSEA Unit 6300 works. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, we still have time available for the second privilege of the floor. Is there anyone else wishing to address the second privilege of the floor? Please.
I thought I would tell Mr. Larson a little story since he spent so much time talking about his stories tonight. I have lived here
Please
now.
introduce yourself.
My name is Cindy Hart, and I am in Ripley.
Thank you.
And I've been here now for about 10 months. I have a newly minted master's degree. I'm pretty educated. And I've had 2 interviews. So I think I've spent more time in these chambers listening to you guys talk about whether job creation is the most important or it's important. And I don't have a job. So I tried to get interviews with the county, but some of those jobs, 4 to 6 weeks before you'll even get a call back, if they liked you. So I just wanted to tell them that. Thanks.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to address the second privilege of the floor?
I'll stand back a little. Anthony Toda, and thank you for allowing me to speak. My name is Anthony Toda. My address is 144 Clifton Avenue, Jamestown, New York. I'm making my comments and opinions based on media reports and my own experiences. I am continuing to contact Sonia Zoglin, the federal public defender, in my attempt to present mitigating and evidence of shared responsibility by the FBI and other governmental agencies in the case of the United States versus Peyton Gendron involving the top shooting in Buffalo, where the accused, Peyton Gendron, faces the death penalty. One day after the shooting, a former FBI agent stated that the FBI cannot possibly monitor the intentional, repeated, and threatening posts that Mr. Gendron allegedly made prior to the shooting. When asked by a reporter about why those posts weren't found, Governor Hochul stated law enforcement monitors literally millions of posts in search of information like this. This is her quote, and this is all part of the inquiry. Shortly after an Attorney James investigation, Mr. Gendron pleaded guilty in state court, waiving any defense of being radicalized by the extremist white supremacist platform or any deliberate intent by FBI agents to allow Mr. Gendron to commit this slaughter after possibly being aware of Mr. Gendron's previous threats. Further, Mr. Gendron, 1 year prior to the crime, made threatening posts in his high school and was hospitalized and released after a mental evaluation. The New York State red flag law was never used and may have prevented a tragedy by removing weapons from Mr. Gendron. The FBI and the state of New York has created a pathway for Mr. Gendron to kill, as the FBI has done in the Parkland, Pulse Bar, and Fort Lauderdale shootings. Although Attorney James' investigation blamed extremist platforms, I am not aware of any blame for deliberate failure by the FBI to prevent this crime, which should be assessed upon the FBI. I also tried to call the U.S. Attorney's Buffalo office to hand over any favorable evidence that I possess to the defense under Brady versus Maryland. But the U.S. Attorney stopped taking my calls over 2 years ago after I recorded an assistant U.S. Attorney telling me that FBI agents cannot be prosecuted for committing crimes, giving the FBI carte blanche to criminally destroy my rights under the Buffalo Sac Man, President Sac Man, Mr. Tahara. On May 25th, I recorded 3 calls I made to FBI Buffalo. One response from them was someone was whistling. That's what I heard. The second call I made, I heard a rap song saying, "Get out the way," repeatedly. And the last call I made that day, there was a response from the FBI Buffalo that sounded like a noise of somebody sawing wood. This is a premier investigatory agency with that kind of response to a citizen of the United States. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you. Anyone else for the second privilege of the floor? Legislator Pavlak.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just wanted to bring it to the attention of the body this month that question was raised last month regarding this topic. During the Audit and Control Committee this last month, as I'm a member of, we discussed some topics that during our discussion area, and if members would look back at that, those minutes to review those discussion items, it had to do with employment, some previous resolutions that we wanted to take a further look into. We do have some suspected resolutions coming forward in the months to come out of those discussions as well. So, you know, we had a very lengthy meeting. You know, the discussion items are near the end of that. Take a look, a lot of good discussion items and a lot of good talk. So just a committee report.
Okay, we have a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second? Legislator Bankowski, second. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? We are adjourned.